Women never ignore men who do this. High-value men must know. Some men have a way of walking into a room and immediately catching women's attention, and it's not about looks or money. There's one key trait that sets these men apart, and mastering it can make all the difference. If you're tired of being overlooked, stick with me because this secret might just change everything. 1. Confidence, not cockiness. Confidence is often misunderstood when it comes to attracting women. Many men believe it means being the loudest, most visible, or dominating the conversation, but that's far from the truth. Real confidence is quiet. It doesn't need to be flashy. Picture this. You walk into a room, and instead of trying to be noticed, you simply allow yourself to be noticed. This subtle shift separates men who demand attention from those who naturally command it. A confident man moves through life with a sense of certainty that doesn't rely on outside approval. He knows his worth, so he doesn't feel the need to prove it constantly. Whether he's at work, with friends, or meeting someone new, his sense of self remains steady. And that's what makes him attractive. Most men are trapped in a cycle of seeking validation from their boss, their friends, or women, which signals insecurity, something women can pick up on instantly. Confidence, on the other hand, is liberating. When you're secure in who you are, you stop trying to impress everyone and instead act from a place of authenticity. And that authenticity? It's magnetic. Women are naturally drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin and don't seek approval to feel good about themselves. Cocky men, in contrast, are loud and boastful, trying too hard to be noticed. But what women truly respond to is the man who's centered, grounded, and steady. Confidence also shines through nonverbal cues, how you walk, your posture, your eye contact. When you walk into a room, do you rush or do you move with purpose, like you belong there? A confident man takes his time, walks with his head up, and makes intentional movements. His body language reflects his belief in himself, and that's what draws people in, without him having to say a word. 2. Being present and grounded. One of the most powerful qualities that separates high-value men is their ability to be fully present. In today's world, most people are constantly distracted, their attention divided between their phone, their surroundings, or their own thoughts. But a man who can focus entirely on the moment stands out. Women notice when a man is genuinely paying attention, not just pretending to listen, but truly absorbing what's being said. Being present shows emotional intelligence and maturity, traits that are often overlooked but incredibly attractive. When you're engaged in a conversation, whether with a woman you're interested in or a friend, be mentally and emotionally there. Most men are already thinking about their next move or what's happening on their phone. Here's the key. When you're fully present, you make the other person feel valued. And when a woman feels valued in your presence, she'll remember you. She won't be able to ignore you because you've made her feel important, even if it's just in that moment. Being present goes beyond conversation. It's about how you move through life. A grounded man isn't easily shaken by external circumstances. Whether things are going great or falling apart, he remains steady. This inner calm is deeply attractive because it signals control and reliability. When a woman sees that you're calm and collected, no matter the situation, it creates a sense of safety. She knows you can handle whatever life throws at you. Next time you're in a conversation, practice being fully present. Put away distractions, quiet the noise in your head, and focus entirely on the person in front of you. This kind of attention is rare, and women are naturally drawn to men who make them feel seen and heard. 3. The power of silence. Most men are uncomfortable with silence. They feel the need to fill every moment with words, jokes, or comments, thinking that silence is awkward or a sign of weakness. Here's the truth. Silence is an incredibly powerful tool, and mastering it can set you apart from most men. The ability to sit comfortably in silence, whether during a conversation or just by yourself, shows a high level of self-assurance. Men who talk too much often come across as trying too hard, uncomfortable with stillness because they think it means being overlooked. But in reality, silence can be a way to command respect and attention. When you speak less, your words carry more weight. Women will be drawn in, both figuratively and literally, leaning closer to hear what you have to say. There's something magnetic about a man who doesn't feel the need to fill every pause with chatter. It signals that you're confident enough to let silence do the work for you. Instead of overwhelming a woman with jokes or opinions, give her space to fill the silence. You'll be surprised at how much more intrigued she becomes. In conversation, silence can build tension, spark curiosity, and show that you're comfortable in your own skin. The next time you're with a woman, don't rush to fill the gaps in conversation. Instead, embrace the pauses. Let her feel the quiet of the moment, and when you do speak, make sure your words are thoughtful and deliberate. This creates a sense of mystery, making you seem more intentional and composed. Women are naturally attracted to men who show this level of self-control and quiet confidence. 4. Boundaries and standards. High-value men understand that they set the tone for how others, including women, treat them. One of the most powerful ways to ensure women never overlook you is by establishing and maintaining clear boundaries and standards. Many men, eager to please, fall into the trap of being too accommodating. They tolerate behavior they don't like or allow disrespect because they fear losing a woman's attention. But here's the truth. Women respect men who respect themselves first. Having boundaries isn't about being rigid or controlling. It's about knowing what you will and won't accept in your life and relationships. When you have standards for how you want to be treated, you naturally weed out anyone who doesn't align with those values. Women are especially drawn to men who know what they want and refuse to settle for less. When a woman sees that you're not afraid to walk away from situations that don't serve you, she'll think twice before crossing your boundaries. A man without boundaries is easily manipulated. He'll do anything to keep a woman's attention, even if it means sacrificing his own needs or values. But high-value men are different. They communicate their boundaries clearly and unapologetically, and they're willing to enforce them, even if it means losing a woman's attention in the short term. This level of self-respect is incredibly attractive, and it's one of the main reasons why a woman will never ignore a man who embodies this trait. Next time your boundaries are tested, don't be afraid to stand firm. When you respect yourself, others, including women, will have no choice but to respect you as well. 5. Mastering your emotions. One of the most powerful traits that makes a man truly unforgettable is his ability to master his emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending you don't have any. It means not letting your emotions control you. Most men live their lives reacting to the world around them, getting angry, jealous, or frustrated, and allowing those emotions to dictate their actions. High-value men, however, operate differently. They feel emotions, but don't let them take over. Women are naturally drawn to men who are emotionally stable. They want to feel secure around someone who can handle whatever life throws at him without losing control. A man who stays calm and composed in difficult situations radiates strength, and that strength is incredibly attractive. Women don't want to deal with someone who flies off the handle or crumbles under pressure. They're looking for a man who can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. To master your emotions, start by becoming more self-aware. Pay attention to how you react in different situations and identify the triggers that cause you to lose control. Once you understand these triggers, you can develop strategies to manage them, whether it's through deep breathing, pausing before reacting, or walking away from a heated moment. Mastering your emotions takes practice, but the effort is worth it. When you maintain composure, No matter what's happening around you, women will not only respect you, they'll be drawn to your inner strength and confidence. Emotional mastery is the ultimate form of self-control, and it's a trait that women find magnetically irresistible. 6. Purpose-driven. Living a man with a purpose is a man who commands attention. When you're driven by something bigger than yourself, whether it's a personal mission, career goal, or passion project, you radiate a unique kind of energy that's hard to ignore. Women are naturally drawn to men who have a clear sense of direction, who know where they're going and, more importantly, why they're going there. Think about it. Many men go through life without a plan, drifting day to day, just going through the motions. But a man with purpose lives intentionally. He wakes up with a fire in his belly, fueled by a vision of what he's working toward, and this energy is infectious. Women pick up on it because it's rare to find a man who is fully committed to something beyond superficial pleasures or seeking validation. When you live a purpose-driven life, everything you do aligns with that mission. You're not wasting time on distractions, and you don't let anyone, including women, derail you from your path. This kind of determination makes you irresistible because it shows you're not swayed by temporary desires or fleeting attractions. You've got something bigger in mind, and women will want to be part of that journey, supporting and following a man who's going places. So ask yourself, what is your purpose? What are you working toward that makes you stand out from the crowd? If you haven't found it yet, don't worry. It's about exploration, trial, and error. But once you find your purpose, pursue it relentlessly. Women will never ignore a man driven by something meaningful because they know that man is on his way to greatness. 7. Cultivating mystery and depth. One of the most compelling traits a man can have is mystery. If you're an open book, there's nothing left for a woman to discover, nothing to keep her intrigued. But when you cultivate an air of mystery, when you don't reveal everything about yourself up front, you create a sense of curiosity that keeps women hooked. Women are naturally attracted to men with layers, depths that can't be fully explored in just one or two encounters. This doesn't mean being distant or aloof, but rather knowing when to hold back and when to reveal more about yourself. The key is to offer just enough to spark interest, without removing the challenge. You want her to feel like she's peeling back layers over time, learning new things about you with each interaction. That gradual discovery keeps her engaged. Being mysterious also means you don't have to share every thought or intention. There's power in unpredictability, in keeping people guessing. When a woman knows exactly what you're going to do or say next, the excitement fades. But when you keep her on her toes, never quite sure of your next move, it adds an element of excitement and intrigue. Cultivating depth goes hand in hand with mystery. A man with passions, hobbies, and intellectual pursuits beyond the surface level is naturally more interesting. Read books, learn new skills, explore the world. When you become a man of depth, you're no longer defined by shallow traits. You become someone worth getting to know on a deeper level. Women will never ignore a man who offers the thrill of ongoing discovery. 8. Unapologetic authenticity. There's nothing more attractive than a man who is fully himself, without apologies or reservations. In a world where so many people try to fit in, play roles or follow trends, authenticity is a rare and refreshing trait. When a woman encounters a man who is unapologetically himself, she can't help but take notice. Authenticity isn't about being perfect. In fact, it's about embracing your flaws, quirks, and unique traits without trying to hide them. It's about standing firm in who you are, even if not everyone will like or approve of you. Many men try to mold themselves into what they think women want, constantly adjusting their personalities, opinions, and behaviors to please others. But here's the truth. When you try to be everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to no one. Women respect men who have the courage to be themselves. If you're passionate about something unconventional or niche, own it. If your opinions go against the grain, don't shy away from expressing them. When you show up as your true self, you naturally attract women who appreciate you for who you are, rather than who you're pretending to be. Authenticity also shines through in consistency. When your words, actions, and values align, it builds trust. Women can sense when a man is being fake, just as they can sense when he's being real. Be the man who stands confidently in his truth, and you'll never be overlooked. A man who is comfortable in his own skin, not hiding behind a facade, is impossible for women to ignore. When you're unapologetically authentic, women know they're dealing with someone real, someone they can trust. In the end, it's about becoming the kind of man who naturally commands attention through confidence, presence, emotional intelligence, and independence. These traits set you apart and make you truly unforgettable. As you cultivate these qualities, you'll notice that women are naturally drawn to you. But remember, it all starts with you. Focus on building yourself up, and everything else will fall into place. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content to elevate your mindset. Thanks for watching, and stay focused on your journey to greatness.